Prime Minister Narendra Modi's aircraft has landed in Jammu. These are live pictures that we bring to you from the Zorawar Singh Auditorium in Jammu. Mehbooba Mufti flanked by Murli Manohar Joshi, Lal Krishna Advani, Amit Shah on stage there. Joining me now from the Zorawar Singh Auditorium is Headlines Today's Managing Editor Rahul Kanwal. Rahul, historic, many describe today's event. Mufti Mohammad Sayeed once again being sworn in as Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. But that big story, BJP also a part of the J&K government.
Gaurav, here at the Zorawar Auditorium, and I'll speak a little softly because we're bang in the middle of where the ceremony is taking place. Just take a look at the body language. I want my camera person to pan that side to where the ministers are. Take a look at the body language of the PDP and the BJP ministers to be as they sit next to each other. You can almost feel the friction in the air. Friction, not necessarily in a bad way, but here are people who've spent their entire lifetimes opposing each other. They've fought each other bitterly. They, as Mufti himself says, they're as divergent as North Pole and South Pole. And suddenly North Pole and South Pole need to come together, work as a team and try and build this state. The moment a BJP minister to be is with a BJP leader, the chemistry completely changes. The moment he is with one of his cabinet members from the new Mufti team, you can feel the body language stiffen, and that is just the most basic of the challenges that they bring to this task. Gaurav, as you well know, the plan that's been put together by Amit Shah and by the Prime Minister is to try and change the political narrative in Jammu and Kashmir over the next 6 months, over the next 6 years. They believe that by focusing on development, by the Prime Minister going out of his way to try and help build this state afresh, they can get people to move away from this anti-India feeling that's been building up, all the acts of omission, commission, some true, some built up in their heads, which have been bogging the people of Kashmir especially down. They believe that development is the way forward. You allow tourists to come in. You make Kashmir the next Switzerland by developing the infrastructure. Just when it comes to natural environments, already as pretty, but build the infrastructure, bring in hotels, and then people will forget about secessionism. That's the hope. Now, that sounds great because they want to build both Jammu and Srinagar as smart cities, but how much of it is implementable? How much of it is doable? And how often will this alliance slip? Because these are ministers and these are parties that have different views on every topic under the sun. They're coming together, they're sitting on that stage, and to the immediate right you see Amit Shah, the BJP president, LK Advani, Mehbooba Mufti, Murli Manohar Joshi, Ram Lal, then the PDP leaders, ML Khattar from Haryana, Shahnawaz Hussain, who was on the flight with us, a very turbulent flight, Gaurav, gave us quite a flight because of the bad weather. Ram Madhav, all of them are there. There's a lot of expectation because we are in Jammu. The BJP cadres here are very pumped up. They're very excited about how things are going to pan out. But this is a government that's truly an experiment of the sort that hasn't been seen. As one BJP leader told us when we were coming in, you've got the saffron that the BJP brings, you've got the green that the PDP brings, and white is the color of peace. Take it together, that's the Indian tricolor. And it's really a coming together of the tricolor of sorts that we're seeing here at the Zorawar Auditorium.
It indeed is being described as that. Painstakingly for 2 months, you had Ram Madhav and Hasib Drabu with a fine-tooth comb go over all the contentious issues, draw out a common minimum program which is being called the Agenda of Alliance. Now, Rahul, how does this Agenda for Alliance work? You've been speaking to Ram Madhav, you've spoken to Hasib Drabu. Where are the landmines?
Well, the landmines they try and bury as far deep into the ground as they can so that no one trips over them. See, when it comes to AFSPA, when it comes to Article 370, there frankly can be no common ground. They're trying to find the most diplomatic language to skirt around their differences. But really, the belief that these parties go into this government with is that we have to focus on governance, we have to focus on development, we have to change Jammu and Kashmir. That's That's their primary agenda. That's their primary motive. Because the moment you get bogged down, and they're hotheads, remember, on both sides. They're hotheads in the BJP, especially in its extended franchises in the Sangh Parivar. They're hotheads also within the PDP. The Hurriyat is not going to take this line down. And there, I think, is one man. I want my camera person to zoom in to Sajjad Lone, fourth from the right. He's sitting on the stage there. The PDP threw quite a fit when the BJP said that they wanted Sajjad Lone. Amit Shah had been working very closely with Sajjad Lone. He was very keen on having Sajjad Lone in the team. Initially, they didn't want him there, but the BJP insisted, and now he's there. That's really a former secessionist, a former separatist, now part of the mainstream. That's the message. Also, he's being built up, Gaurav, with an eye on the future. 6 years from now, with an eye on the future. Mufti Mohammad Sayeed walking up the stage, flanked by Jitendra Singh, the Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, right in front, the Indian Prime Minister, Dr. Narendra Modi. Sorry, we've had a long night and a very early morning. Narendra Modi getting a rousing response here in Jammu. He's now up. The governor is here as well. The swearing in will start in just a moment from now. This is quite a moment. Mufti Mohammad Sayeed going and meeting with all the senior BJP leaders who've come here. If they work together, Gaurav, this could really be a landmark government. And if they think territorially, if the Jammu ministers think mostly of Jammu, and if the people from Kashmir think mostly of Kashmir, then this government will trip every week. However, if they can somehow find that inner resolve. Just 1 second, let's stop for the national. What a politically significant moment this is, Gaurav. Who would have thought that the PDP and the BJP can come together to try and form a government? We're just going to stay quiet for a while and allow the proceedings to take over.
Mufti Mohammad Sayeed to take oath as Minister for the State.
I now request Shri Mufti Mohammad Sayeed to take oath as Minister for the State.
I, Mufti Mohammad Sayeed, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, the state, as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duty upon me and conscientiously discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. I further do swear in the name of God that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a minister for state except as we may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such minister.
I now request Dr. Nirmal Kumar Singh to take oath as Minister for the State.
मैं निर्मल कुमार सिंह ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित राज्य के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। जो कार्यभार मुझे सौंपा जा रहा है उसके कर्तव्य का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि जो विषय राज्य के मंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा उसे किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को तब से सिवाय जबकि ऐसे मंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों के सम्यक निर्वहन के लिए ऐसा करना अपेक्षित हो, मैं प्रत्यक्ष अथवा अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से संसूचित या प्रकट नहीं करूंगा।
I now request Shri Abdul Rahman Bhatt Veeri to take oath as Minister for the State.
I, Abdul Rahman Bhatt Veeri, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the state as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. I further do swear in the name of God that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Minister for the State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such Minister.
कुदरत नहीं।
I now request Shri Chandra Prakash to take oath as Minister for the State.
मैं चंद्र प्रकाश कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित राज्य के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा निष्ठा अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। जो कार्यभार मुझे सौंपा जा रहा है उसके कर्तव्य का श्रद्धापूर्वक और अंतःकरण निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय पक्षपात अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं जो विषय राज्य के मंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा उसे किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को तब के सिवाय जबकि ऐसे मंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों के
मैं चौधरी लाल सिंह ईश्वर दी संगम चुकाना जे मैं कानून आसिया स्थापित राज्य के संविधान प्रति पूरी श्रद्धा ते निष्ठा रखन ते इस दे प्रति पूरा वफादार रहूं। इस दे कन्ने के भारत की खुद मुख्तियारी ते एकता की कायम रखन ते जेड़ा काम बार मिगी सौंपया जा करदा है उसी में श्रद्धापूर्वक ते कर्तव्य निष्ठा कन्ने नवांग ते कुसे डर जा पख पात राग द्वेष वियन सबने लोकें प्रति संविधान दे ते कानून दे मुताबिक नवांग करूंगा। मैं चौधरी लाल सिंह ईश्वर दी संगन चुकाना जेड़ा मसला राज्य दे मंत्री दे रूप च मेरे विचार आस्ते आएगा जहां मिगी पता होग इस मंत्री दे रूप च अपने फर्जे की मुनासिब तरीके कन्ने पूरा करने आस्ते अते जरूरी होने की स्थिति के अलावा कुसे और स्थिति च मैं उसकी जानकारी कुसे और व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों की प्रत्यक्ष या परोक्ष रूप च नहीं दें या जाहिर नहीं करन। जय हिंद। Thank you.
I now request Shri Abdul Haq Khan to take oath as Minister for the State.
Thank you, sir. क्या है सर?
मैं अब्दुल हक खान खुदा के नाम पर हलफ उठाता हूँ कि मैं रियासती आईन पर जो कानून की रूह से करार पाया है सच्चा एतकाद रखूँगा और उसके तय वफादारी बरतूँगा। ये कि मैं हिंदुस्तान की खुद मुख्तारी और सालमियत को बरकरार रखूँगा। ये कि मैं उस फ़र्ज़ को जो मुझे सौंपा जा रहा है वफादारी और फ़र्ज़ शनासी के साथ अंजाम दूँगा और ये कि मैं हर तरह के लोगों के साथ बिला किसी खौफ या जानबदारी लगाव या अदावत के आईन और कानून की रूह मुताबिक इंसाफ करूँगा। मैं मज़ीद खुदा के नाम पर हलफ उठाता हूँ कि मैं बिल वास्ता या बिला वास्ता किसी शख्स या अशख़ास को किसी मामले जो मेरे ज़ेर गौर लाया जाए या जिसका मुझे बतौर रियासती वज़ीर इल्म हो की इतला नहीं दूँगा या उसको ज़ाहिर नहीं करूँगा, माँ सिवाय ऐसी सूरत के जबकि मुझे ऐसे वज़ीर की हैसियत से फ़राइज़ की बाज़ाब्ता सर अंजाम दही के लिए ऐसा करना मतलूब हो।
I now request Shri Bali Bhagat to take oath as Minister for the State.
मैं
बाली भगत ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित राज्य के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की